You know that clingy narcissist, right? That toxic person who just cannot seem to make an exit from your life, despite the fact that they don't seem like they like you very much, they don't treat you that well, and they don't really even seem very interested in you at all. For a lot of people, this can be seen with friends, relatives, family members, and of course, even in romantic relationships. This person comes around, they act toxic, they devalue you, degrade you, they want you to think that you're horrible, but they never go away, despite the fact they seem to have a very low opinion of you. I want to talk about why that is. Every time this person comes around, it's an issue, isn't it? They pop up out of nowhere, unannounced, and frankly, uninvited. And so you try to be nice, you try to get along, you try to behave and be an adult, but boom, you're gaslighted, abused, devalued. They blow up at you, treat you like garbage, and very quickly make an exit telling you that it's all your fault. But it's not a permanent exit, if you notice. Well, here's what's happening. Narcissists can't find a whole lot of people to put up with them and tolerate them for long periods of time. There's millions of videos all over the internet about how they don't have many friends. Usually most family will keep them at a distance. They're also tired of dealing with them. Nobody wants them around. Hell, if it's a family member you're dealing with, you might even feel that way. However, you do continue to engage with this person. Maybe this is a sibling and you're trying to do the right thing because it's family. Maybe this is something romantic and you're trying to work something out. Who knows? But you become a constant in the narcissist's life. They know they can come to you again and again and again. And once we teach someone that we will respond to them no matter what, we'll tolerate them. We'll listen to them. We'll help them. Somebody highly narcissistic quickly takes advantage of that. It goes south every single time, and it always will. And it just goes around and around in this vicious, terrible cycle. When you're dealing with someone toxic, it's just a one-way street, and you better be going the right way, the way that they're going. They come to you when they need something. They come to you when they're lonely, bored, horny, had a bad day, etc. And there you are for them to use. And strictly, that's what you're there for. There will always be an issue. You will never be what the narcissist wants you to be, and therefore there will always be a problem. For an example, you reject the invitation to their pity party. This angers them. You won't give them pity. You won't feel sorry for them. You won't give them supply, attention, etc. Also, another downfall that we will just always inevitably have is we are human. We will have opinions, thoughts, ideas, feelings, needs. And the narcissist isn't interested in any of those things. They're not interested in what you need, what you want, or how you feel, just to name a few things. You are there for them. They are not there for you. This bothers them. They don't want to hear about your bullshit. They don't want to hear about anything that is going on in your life. Another example is you don't say or do the right things. You do things like argue. You don't agree with them. You stand up for yourself. A lot of things with a narcissist is, well, you either love me or you hate me. You're with me or you're against me. There's a lot of extremist thinking. And again, if you're not on the right side for the narcissist, this will cause problems. And it will always cause a rift between you and this person. You and this person who you're dealing with, who is highly narcissistic, you guys are just oil and water, and it's never going to mix. If you're currently dealing with a narcissist or the aftermath of a relationship and you want some help and support, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up private chats and coaching sessions with me. When you behave, as I stated in the examples, you have a thought or a feeling, or you disagree with them, something like that. It goes a different way than it should. You piss the narcissist off, frankly. This is not how things are supposed to go. And thus that tantrum ensues from the narcissist. You need to act right. You need to agree. You need to kiss their ass and spit in the little baby bird's mouth. And when you don't, there's punishment for this behavior. They lash out and yell at you or scream at you, insult you. They can try to tear you down, call you all kinds of horrible names, say terrible things about you. Some go the way of the silent treatment or they ghost out for a while. We've all been here when dealing with someone toxic over and over. They come back, you try to make something right. It ends up going very, very bad, and they're gone again, only to return again and again. But when the narcissist is telling you how horrible you are, when they tell you you're a bad person, you're not caring, you're not considerate, you're wrong all the time, you don't know what you're talking about. They gaslight you when they tell you all of these things. But why, oh, why? The question here, why do they keep returning? Again, like I said in the intro of the video, they clearly seem to have a low opinion of you, right? You suck, you're stupid, you can't do anything right, you're not good enough, so you suck, right? You're awful, right? But you know that in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 2 months, whatever, you're going to get that text, you'll get that DM, you'll get that call, and they're trying to weasel their way back in again after they had a big hissy fit, a big tantrum, and just made a quick exit like the super big adult that they are. If you and I are so bad, Survivor, why do they keep coming back? Why do they Hoover by proxy, stalk your social media, show up where they're not wanted, and otherwise act like this? And the answer to that question is they need you. That's why. It's really the same old story. You don't behave like good little supply should. You're punished, you're shit on, and they bail out. But they can't stand it anymore because you're one of the few people who puts up with them and tolerates them and tries to make things right. You are the punching bag, you're the go-to, you're whatever, and they know that they can come back again and again and again. They need you. I believe this furthers the anger and resentment that narcissistic people have. They need us and they can't stand that because think about it. It must be terrible to know that you need someone, that you need supply, you need interaction, you need someone to feel sorry for you. You need someone to take care of you. You need someone to be your little punching bag when you throw your little hissy fit. You need someone to take the blame and all of that. And they come back again and again and again because they know that you will continue to try with them. And they come back because they need to. Not many other people are going to do this. Here's the truth. They don't think little of you at all. In fact, they're jealous. They're jealous of a lot of things. There's a lot of resentment. They hate that they need you. They hate that you won't play games. You burst their little fantasy bubble. You want them to act like an adult. If somebody in this world truly thinks nothing of you, here, let's use ourselves as an example. Think about somebody who truly means nothing to you in this world. You're really indifferent. You don't care one way or the other. What do? You don't go back to them over and over and over again. When I think low of somebody, when I don't respect somebody, when I don't like the way somebody behaves, I don't interact with them. I don't deal with them. I choose to do something else. So if they truly thought nothing or so little, if they had this bad, terrible opinion of you, if they believed all the bullshit they told you, they would not come back over and over and over again. If they truly thought nothing of you, they would leave and not come back. They all come back at least once, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day they all come back. They all come back to see what they can get from you. They want to see if you will still continue to put up with their bullshit. So before I get the, nuh-uh, Jess, mine never came back, mine never tried to reach out, cool down, cool out. 99% of highly narcissistic people Hoover at least once. It's what they do. Chances are you haven't waited long enough if you haven't been Hoovered yet. Don't wait, by the way. Block them and don't allow them to come back. But anyway, sometimes, yes, they just keep moving forward and they don't Hoover. However, not every Hoover is created equal, so to speak. You probably were Hoovered and didn't really realize it because a lot of people have a misconception that unless somebody comes back and says, I love you, I miss you, we used to do ABC, XYZ, whatever. If they don't say that to you, then people don't seem to think that it's a Hoover. They could reach out to you and say any old thing. It's a Hoover. However, if they're blocked, maybe they've tried, but you don't know. Maybe the narcissist wants to reach out, but they're scared of rejection or being ignored, etc. Even if they aren't doing it, they've probably still thought about it. Nonetheless, the ones that cling, the narcissists, or even just highly toxic people, whatever you want to classify them or label them as, I don't care. They need you desperately. Nobody will put up with them. Nobody else will listen to their insipid little nonsense where they cry about their first world problems that they don't even have anyway. Nobody wants to deal with their bratty, nasty, shitty little phases that they go through. Nobody else wants to deal. So here they are on your doorstep, at your job, on your phone, on your social media, yet again. If they truly thought little of you, they wouldn't waste their time. However, they continue to come back over and over and over because you are valuable to them. It does not mean they appreciate you. They don't. Highly narcissistic people don't appreciate shit, but you have some kind of value to them. You have something. And that's probably the best you're ever going to get from somebody narcissistic. I'm not here to tell you how to handle things, block or don't block, speak or don't speak, whatever you want to do. We're all going to do whatever we want. The whole reason why I wanted to talk about this, though, is because I wanted to tell you these mean, nasty things they say about you are not true. It doesn't make you a bad person if you can't help somebody who won't help themselves. They need to learn how to help themselves. The thing is, they don't want to. They don't want to change. They want to be the victim. They want to play these little games. They want to do this. You're not bad or selfish if you want to talk about your day with somebody just like you listened to them go on about their day and so on. You're not wrong or bad for wanting equality, for wanting stability, supportiveness out of any kind of relationship, platonic or romantic, I don't care. You're not wrong for wanting to be treated well. If you were truly a rotten person, they wouldn't interact with you. But you're allowing them to come to you and lash out, and they need someone else to take responsibility and so on and so forth. I had to learn this lesson, and I hope you will too. It is not my fault that people aren't doing better. I don't lack empathy or sympathy just because I have reached my limit with this person. I am not wrong for not wanting to listen to someone go on endlessly, annoyingly about how awful everything is, how terrible everything is. It's depressing as shit. And I'm not bad for not dealing with it anymore and for not wanting to deal with it and for not wanting to have it in my life. We are not wrong for not giving in to spoiled little brats' lists of demands. Don't take responsibility for the way these people are, survivor. This has nothing to do with you. They know you're a good person. They envy it. They hate it about you. We are what they want to be, so on and so forth. They hate that you're smart and strong and successful. You're everything that, frankly, they're too afraid to be. You intimidate them. We all do. They feel inadequate. They need to overcompensate or try to. And that's also not your problem. Don't take your own inventory, survivor. You know who you are. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise, ever. How you handle the level 5 clinger in your life is up to you, but never think badly of yourself. When they want to change, when they want to do something differently, hey, the ball's in their court. There's just as much help in the world out there for them as there is for us. So did you or do you have a narc that just won't let go? Tell me about it down in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you haven't for more videos on narcissistic abuse and support. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.